Our baby's bedroom started smelling like paint 2 days ago. If you leave the door open and air out the room, the smell goes away. If the door is closed for a while and you enter the room, it is so strong it will give you a headache. We have checked everything in the room but can't find a specific source. We replaced the heating coil in our heating unit a week ago. Could that be it? The thing is, the smell is not coming from the vents, nor is it in any other room in the house. It smells like really strong paint.
Hi, I'm Mike and I have 20+ years of experience in the home improvement field. I'll be glad to assist you today. Is the smell possibly rotten fishy smell or certainly paint? Have you done any painting recently? Anything new in the room that coincides with the smell?
We painted the room about 10 months ago, but nothing since then, and nothing new except for the heating coil. The only reason I mention that is because the unit is outside of the window to that bedroom. When you open the window, you can't smell anything though. It smells like paint or something chemical, and it is really overwhelming when the room is left closed for a few hours. It has only been there 2 days and seems to be getting worse.
Any chance it is dead mouse smell? Is there a crawl space beneath the room?
Our house is up on pilings about 12 feet off the ground, however the underneath of the house is enclosed where the pipes and ductwork are. Not really sure what the dead mouse smell would be. Would it be similar to paint? The hot water heater is also beside that room, but there isn't a smell when you open the door to the closet where it is.
So strange. Forgive me if my responses get a little delayed. Pondering heavily.
Could it be the heating coil or other part of heating/AC unit, or perhaps water heater or pipes? Could any of those things cause this smell?
I would think that the smell would be throughout the house if it was the heating. How old is the water heater? Is it electric?
There is where the pipes and ductwork were enclosed with drywall, but no way to get in without taking the drywall down on the underneath side of the house. It is above where we park, if that makes sense. I guess maybe a mouse could have found a way in there. If it was a mouse, would you be able to pinpoint where the room it is coming from, because we can't? And would it smell like paint? It is an electric. No gas in the house. The washer and dryer are on the other side of the wall to that room as well.
Have you nailed or screwed anything to the wall in there?
Nope.
How about the diaper pail? Is it too early in the conversation to blame the baby?
That was removed and cleaned fully when the smell first arose. It hasn't even gone back in the room because we have the baby out of the room. Trying to find out what it is because I am extremely worried about it being in the house for the 2 kids to breathe.
This is an independent house and not an apartment?
Yes, built 6.5 years ago. We have had rain recently. Could a leak make the walls damp and make them smell?
Is there any other description that would match the smell? Burning plastic? Moldy?
My mom said at first she thought maybe Freon or some chemical, but all I can smell is a paint smell. It really overwhelming upon entering the room, but then hard to still smell after being in there, but if you stay too long it causes a headache, so I can't pinpoint it at all. We also have a well and septic tank, not city.
And heat pump for heating and cooling?
Not sure, it's not gas. I know it was running heat and still not working, so they replaced the heating coil. Would that mean heat pump?
I think I got it. You have the furnace in the attic for heating and AC compressor outside for cooling. The heat pump has Freon lines running from the compressor to the furnace in the attic. If the line was pierced with a drywall screw during construction, there may not be a leak at all for years, but once the screw corrodes, the Freon would leak out. If there is low Freon, then the heating wouldn't work properly, and when the temperature drops low enough, the emergency heat strips will pretty much be heating the house and burn out the coil. Have your electric bills been a bit rough this year? How were the bills during the summer? Did your AC work well this summer?
Would the Freon make that chemical paint-like smell? We actually finished the upstairs a few years after moving it, so we have one unit for downstairs and one for upstairs that sit side by side outside the baby's room. There is a large metal rectangular thing with large ducts coming from it in the attic space. Would that be a furnace? There is only one and I am not sure which one it runs to. The heating and AC guy was just here. Do I need to get him to go check there? I was in the attic checking for smells and there is no smell up there. Would it smell there if this was the problem? Sorry to sound dumb, but usually my husband deals with these type of issues and he is not in town. If it is Freon, should we leave the house tonight? About to get in bed, so wondering what to do.
You do not sound dumb. I will answer questions as much as it takes. I have always liked mysteries if I can solve them. Maybe because I'm the same age as Scooby-Doo. The AC tech can check the Freon pressure and determine if there is a leak. Freon is not toxic and there is also oil in the line, so that would explain better the smell. Freon is only toxic in huge amounts and only because it displaces the oxygen. There is not enough Freon in the system to do that. Keeping the door closed will be enough.
Okay, thank you. We'll call the AC guy in the morning.
If you have a home improvement or appliance question and want to chat with an expert now, visit JustAnswer.com/YTHI.